Good morning. I slept well. I hope you did too. I love a good strong cup of coffee. My papa taught me the trick. He used to make his coffee by boiling the water first, putting it into the mug, then dumping that water, and then brewing the coffee into a hot mug. And it makes a world of a difference on the taste, like when your coffee is already in something really hot. So yeah, anyways, I've stuck with that trick, and it is a delicious one. We have a big day. We have a big day of mail ahead of us. I have a couple of packages, book packages, from Amazon, and I need to walk up the street to pick up a package if it's still there. Before I forget, I have my sister-in-law's credit card on me. I found it in my wallet at the airport yesterday. Oops, I picked up food for her and the family when I was out one day and just forgot to give it back. So the first package from Amazon. Single Girl Problems by Andrea Bain. This is amazing. She's such an angel. She's always so full of life. I really, really like her. And she wrote this book, Single Girl Problems. And when I saw her promoting it on her Instagram account, I was like, absolutely, I'm gonna buy that and read it. Being single is obviously not a problem. And on the front of her book, she says, why being single isn't a problem to be solved. So, I mean, I'm single right now, and I'll read it. I'm excited to fill you in on all of the goodies that I find inside. Actually, let's open this up to a random page. Let's open this up to another random page. Okay, here we go. 4 years ago, I was asked to do a segment about dating do's and don'ts for single women on Stephen and Chris. The first segment got so much positive feedback that I became a regular guest, which led me to write this book. After years of research on the topic of relationships, this is what I learned. In pretty much every country and culture, there's an unspoken belief that your worth is connected to your ability to find a mate. It's your official passage to adulthood, which is why traditionally your parents give you away at your wedding, and some consider it the most important relationship that you'll ever have. Most societies believe that you aren't complete until you find your other half. The longer it takes you to find your partner, the more experts suggest you lower your expectations and be willing to compromise. That's the polite way of telling single women to settle. I think the one thing that stands out to me is this, like, lower your expectations and settle. Here's the thing. Settling in life is never an option. Anything that impedes your happiness should not be even available to your idea of grasping onto it. Do not settle. Ever, ever, ever. That is not what life is about. This life is about being happy. I've been in a few serious relationships, and I've learned massive lessons out of every last one of them. And now that I've been single for, like, I don't know, for argument's sake, maybe 2.5 years, I understand that what was missing the entire time when I was in those relationships was the lack of connection I actually had with myself, and giving back to myself and reconnecting with myself and having the most happy, honest relationship with myself has been the most exciting thing so far. Am I ready to meet a gentleman friend that, you know, I can expand this happiness with? Absolutely, but I know in divine right time that will happen. So those are my feelings. Andrea, I am so excited for you. I cannot wait to delve, I don't know, right into this book. If you remember, and if you saw, when I was in Charleston, I went to Barnes & Noble, and I came across Chicken Soup for the Soul, The Power of Gratitude. And I read an insert of this book while in the store, and at the end of this one particular writer's story, I started to cry. I was like, well, that is the most beautiful thing ever. Because I was so moved by what I had read, I ordered it off of Amazon, which is fantastic. Sorry, I can't help but look outside. I mean, there's snow on the ground, but it looks so fresh and so beautiful. And it is snowing a bit, isn't it? Sure is. And yeah, so I went onto Amazon to order it off of Amazon. And, you know, I heard that Amazon's going to be taking a lot of jobs from a lot of people. But instead of focusing on that being a negative thing, maybe this is just an opportunity for a lot of those people to start doing things that they like really, 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 really have passion for and love. Anyways, that's a whole other thing. And yeah, so I'm excited. I went down for a nap and showered, washed my hair. My hair is driving me a little bit cuckoo bananas right now, but that's okay. And the post office doesn't close for another hour, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk up the street and do that now. I think my Mama J just got home though. She sure did. She sure did. Hey, Mom. All right, let's do the math on this weather. It is January 18th. And my calculation, so January to February, March, April is when, I don't know, there's a glimmer of hope for warm weather right around the corner. It's 3 more months. That's 90 days, give or take. You know, Los Angeles has been on my mind a lot lately. I definitely thrive in the heat. Like I don't care if I'm sweating. I love it. There's a yoga class tonight at Moksha with Jackie, and I cannot wait to get there. That'll warm me up, won't it? Sure will. Sure will. My parents are downstairs, FaceTiming with Dave and Lauren.
Hey Charlie, look who this is!
Hi, Charlie! Hello, my love! Home, away from home. My hot yoga studio! I'm so excited to go in. I've been jamming to Haley Steinfeld's single, Most Girls. It sounds like Julia Michaels wrote it. I'm not sure. I'm gonna look into it. I love the lyrics. I love the lyrics. They made me feel really good about a lot of things happening in the world right now. Anyways, it's time to go get Zun.